Okay, Beta's Chosen by Deepika Srinivas. Woohoo! Okay, so this was interesting. Definitely hit on decision making and the fact that someone can be so traumatized that they make crazy decisions. So then you got a chick named Pearl who happens to be a white wolf. So I'm not sure. I mean, Deepika didn't really go into a lot of stuff about white wolves and make it real special in that particular sense. She was just a regular old white wolf. I didn't even think she had no markings, so I thought that was interesting. No moon goddess, you know. As a writer, as an author, you create the world, you create the universe with the power of the pen or the clicking of the fingers. And it's all about you. It's whatever you want. It's whatever you like. And so Deepika decided to depict a wolf, she-wolf, that was traumatized like many others. Pearl, she was a mistress daughter. Like the father was an alpha and her mother was his mistress. And then the crazy part was everybody looked down on her and didn't want to acknowledge her true rank, her being an alpha warrior blooded she-wolf versus the brother who was the alpha omega kid. That's because he was a he, you know what I mean? And so he was actually worse for wear because he had a mated mate who was Camilla, who was Pearl's good friend, and he was horrible to Camilla. He was cheating on her with this Violet. Good thing Violet didn't have no words, so she ain't had no words in this movie. But he was cheating. He basically was acting like father like son situation. But he was worse because he treated his sister, Pearl, like crap, and he had fun doing it. And he went so far as to, when she did run away, to come back to put silver chains on her while she was pregnant especially, and to try to drag her back and humiliate her. It was crazy. And another thing I thought was crazy, I wonder why at the end of all of that, then she came from a small pack. It wasn't nothing to swallow that pack up and to dethrone that alpha, especially for his poor behavior. Poor behavior leaders, poor community, poor acting community, poor acting pack, whatever. And you just see it time and time again. He could have been better. Clearly he was quite pretentious, and when it came to other people coming around, his wife fell into it, after which she kept having this thing. Also dealt with a lot of miscarriages, a lot of even to the point where Pearl would have been forced as a surrogate because of the lion beta. He basically took her virginity. I mean, I guess why wouldn't she be a little bit in love with him? He took her virginity and gassed her up really good, and there you have it. I mean, this book was a mess, but many dramatic lives nowadays are just as messy like this, where you got people who would just lie to try to get what they want. I mean, technically, she was a little pretentious to even run over there without even doing no dang on intel. And then the Luna, Camilla, gonna tell her to run. Like, what the heck ever for? She should have did her intel before she did all of that, so she would know what's good and what's not. Then it would have been a different book, right? So she had to run over there blindly. She felt insignificant anyway because nobody cared about her and the pack, even though she was a pack warrior. I'm trying to figure out Why you give her a title if you was gonna do all that and call her abomination, make sure everybody disrespect her? I mean, how low can you go? So that's why I'm like, I'm not really sure why they didn't swallow him up. You have to read the book. Maybe you'll have the same questions, or maybe you can come up with a better review and give a better answer to that. I don't know what's up with that, but that's how Deepika wrote it. That's how the author wanted it, and that's what it is. So Beta's chosen. Pick it up. Do with it if you will. And if you have any thoughts or whatever, comment below respectfully and let me know what's good. I'm always driving and I don't always get a lot of good rest, but I do what I need to do, and that's kind of why sometimes when I'm speaking, it be seeming like I'm a little like or you can see my eyes looking a little sallow, got some dark circles or whatever, but I enjoy doing what I do, and just know that I do my best to make sure that all the music that I share on my commentary reviews are my music. Everything that I share, it's my music, it's my voice singing, or it's my production, because I produce tracks as well. So Beta's chosen.